What's up, filthy animals? We are back!
We are back!
We are back after a long time away from the microphone. We are back with another show of Blockbuster Mentality.
The mentality!
Yes!
We are so back!
My mental state is on Blockbusters.
Hurricane Irma cannot keep us down! We are here.
Yes, we are here. I'm Ben Secord.
And I'm Davo.
Great to have you on, Davo.
Great to have me on, as always. Thank you so much.
It's like I said, it's been a while, you know?
It has. We're rusty. We're
We
nervous.
are very rusty. It took me a
out of
while
our
to
mind.
push that record button, but
Yeah.
I'm glad we did.
Me too.
Because today we're going to talk about a movie in which we saw many times. Well, not many
sure did,
times,
yeah.
but it's a newer movie. It came out in 2014. You know, we're staying topical. The sequel actually just came out this last week. But anyways, it's Kingsman, The Secret Service from back in 2014.
Yep, the original. Fun movie.
Oh, very fun
Have
movie.
you seen the sequel yet?
Not yet. Not yet. I have a lot of catching up to do. As Dave said about Irma, that actually was semi a joke, but at the same time it wasn't. We took some time off. The Irma came through here. We're in Tampa, Florida, and that was some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we're safe. We're okay.
Yes, we are fine.
But it derailed us for a couple of weeks at least.
Yeah.
Time, stress, inconvenience, lost power. I mean, in the end, we were all safe and sound. But
Yes,
yeah,
we are here.
The stress, I think, above all, like we were saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watching this thing, not knowing where it's going to go. And it hit on Sunday, like early morning. I
Right.
think. And that Saturday, I remember texting you saying, hey, what are you going to do? And that was at that point when we had gotten that forecast, which looked like the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Which is where the storm runs up the West Coast and hits us. And it's like, there's nowhere to go. What do you do?
It was literally a hurricane coming straight for us.
And luckily that didn't happen, that worst case scenario.
I mean, a little south of us it did, down in Sarasota, Naples area.
Awful for them.
Yeah, definitely awful. But yeah, here in our area, luckily we got by. We have our houses. We have our podcast equipment.
Yeah,
so,
we all survived.
We are here.
Just out of power in the heat for a bit.
Yeah, such a draining week.
Oh,
just like
goodness.
You had, trying to get gas, draining couple of weeks, trying to get gas, trying to get groceries, trying to get just anything.
Yeah, your normal life.
Normal life. But
everything interrupted, and it just set us off track, really.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad it's all over, and I'm glad we're here again talking about our favorite thing, which is cinema.
The world of cinema.
Film.
We're movie guys.
Movies.
And nothing's going to stop us from being movie guys.
Definitely not. And so yeah, that has kept me from seeing a lot of new movies, things like that. So,
although I have seen the latest.
Oh yes. So yeah, quickly let's hear it.
Well,
what'd you think?
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Great movie. Scary. I mean, I'm not a guy who frightens easily. I don't like slasher films.
Right.
So that's it. I took my wife, who was going in with a lot of trepidation.
Okay.
Was scared. She's just not a fan of the dark or scary things. So this one, she insisted on seeing this movie during the day. So we went in.
Right. Yeah.
Would come out
that makes sense.
You asked me, I think earlier, what you comparing it to the original, and I don't remember the original all that much. I saw it so long ago. I mean, it scared me. This one is really well done. It's a good story. The kid actors, all the teenagers, they're all really good. They're setting it up for a sequel, which I think is going to happen because this one is done so well. Yeah,
I think it's the best R-rated movie, or I don't know, something like that, something with horror and rated R. And
was this
September.
One? Was it rated R? Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like super gory.
Right. Yeah.
There was some suspense. There was some moments where I was like, oh my goodness, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't crazy. Nothing really lives up to that kind of a hype. Anyways.
Right.
I don't really find that kind of most movies really scary. It's just not me.
Yeah.
There's more psychological stuff. I'm more like, I like tension more. There's some of that here, but mostly just creepiness.
Okay.
And just like, if that was me, or because the movie does a good job of putting you in the perspective of a child.
Yeah.
And what you would think if you were them. Again, it's it's the same story about overcoming your fears, no matter what they are, and friendship and all that. But I enjoyed it. But I did notice something. Are you a fan of Stranger Things?
I was actually just going to ask you about that because I know the kid in Stranger Things is in that, and that dynamic they had in that show was just amazing, and the kids were like made that whole show. But yes, I have seen Stranger Things.
Yeah, so exactly. That's where I was going when I was watching it. I'm like, most of them. I'm like, that's a kid from Stranger Things, right? She's like, yeah. And then I thought, well, is Stranger Things a ripoff of It?
Well, Stranger Things, I think, again, ripoff is a...
I mean, I don't mean it. I like Stranger Things.
Right, yeah.
Is it borrowing heavily?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think so. I think Stranger Things is made on, using that nostalgia from like the 80s, early 90s. Like I've seen, E.T. in Stranger Things. I've seen just many Spielberg-esque movies, in Stranger Things. That's definitely what they took from in that, and I think that's why it resonates so well, is because it's something familiar, and it's like, man, this is nostalgic.
And that makes sense. And I guess when I first saw Stranger Things, it reminded me more of Spielberg. But then when I saw it resonated even stronger, not just because of the actor, because you've got kids on bikes trying to find a missing kid.
Right.
This is kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Instead of it being a clown, you're in like alternate universe.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So it's actually very similar. Not to knock.
Oh yeah, I mean,
at all. But it came out when it came out. So Stranger Things is calling back to that time.
And how did you think about Skarsgård as Pennywise the clown?
He was good, and I think the way the movie did Pennywise was better than the original, but I think the original actually scared me more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought there was a bit more of a menacing aspect to it.
At the same time, you said you saw it when you were 11, so I mean,
That's true.
maybe if you revisited it, it might have some silly moments.
I think the reveal of the teeth in the original Pennywise, where they're like filed and super sharp. This one wasn't like that. He almost kind of had like buck teeth.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And I didn't understand
the previews, anyways. Yeah.
And from what I remember, the original one was he would sort of smile, and then when you saw the teeth, you're like, oh, he's bad.
Yeah.
This one wasn't like that. It was more like his voice, and I mean, he was well acted because he was happy-go-lucky and kind of silly and funny, and he being entertaining, and then you got menacing, and his voice would change, that was great. So I don't know.
Well, this one, to me, the preview showed that it was almost more scary just because he looked more innocent with those teeth, like in a way, like he was just still able to hide himself, but still being kind of creepy.
But process, it's not like he fooled many people at all. So it wasn't like anyone thought he was a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning when he sees Georgie, he does to get him to, because he's in the storm with the boat. We know that. But after that, no one was fooled by him. They knew he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I even see the clip of it. I mean, it looks like a shot-for-shot remake, just that scene. But the rest of the movie, I guess, is not.
It takes a different turn.
Yeah, different turn. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's...
But I enjoyed it a lot. So,
well, how would you rate it?
Oh, goodness. But
with our rating system.
Let's see. So, out of 5 popcorns, I'd give it 4 popcorns. Out of stars, 2.5, 3.
2.5. Okay. Yeah. Popcorn, that's where it's at. It was entertaining. So
it was very entertaining, but it was still a well-acted and well-crafted movie with great source material, obviously. And I'm actually really looking forward to the sequel.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so yeah, there's a little mini review of it. So yeah, I've definitely, I need to see that. I need to catch up on that. See Kingsman 2, and then now we're getting into Oscar season, so all the Oscar movies are coming out.
Well, but not much farther. We're hitting Blade Runner territory.
Oh, yes, goodness, I know.
I mean, that's like up a
and that the first initial reviews are coming out right now for it, and oh my god, it's getting insanely positive reviews right now, which doesn't always mean that it's going to be great, but right now I have a really good feeling about this.
Oh, so do I. I mean, it's Denis Villeneuve, so it's sort of like
that name. I will never forget that name. Ever since we did the Arrival show,
Dennis Villanova.
Dennis Villanova. Yes, Denis Villeneuve.
But really, I would trust almost anything in that guy's hands.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It looks like this thing is going to be great.
But how rude of me, Dave. Did you see the second one yet?
I have not.
Okay. I mean, it looks good. The previews. I mean, it looks outstanding.
Well, this is. I'll say this. The first preview of this first movie, the first Kingsman, when it came out, I said this movie is stupid and it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
And then I watched it and I really liked it. So
it took me by surprise.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And which we'll get into, right?
Right.
And then when I saw the trailer for part 2, I said this looks stupid and it's gonna suck. Which makes me, based on my past experience, say this is probably going to be a really fun movie. Yeah. So
no,
I want
definitely.
to see it. I just haven't yet.
The only thing I did have worried about with the trailers I did see, it just seemed like they're packing a lot into it. But And that's some of the reviews are coming back as that might be the case, but I don't care. I'm just gonna
Packing what, like?
yeah, just there's just like a lot of just stuff. I mean, there's
like
they're packing more
set
set pieces, actors. You know, you got Jeff Bridges in it. You got Channing Tatum. You got Julianne Moore, Halle Berry. Like
Pedro Pascal, I really like. It's good to see him do that. I don't Channing Tatum. Yeah, exactly. I would watch you get your skull champion. Blown up.
Yes.
Oh my god, one of the most horrific scenes ever. But Jeff Bridges, I like, but I don't need more of Jeff Bridges. You know, he's like too much now.
Yeah,
I think for me it turned in the very first Iron Man.
Really?
That's when I kind of had enough.
Okay, because I really liked him in Iron Man, and also this past year, Hell or High Water. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
He got nominated for that this past year for Best Supporting Actor, and
I've heard good things of that, but I haven't seen it. Yeah?
See it.
Okay.
That is a movie I would want to do on this show.
All right. So maybe I could be wrong.
You are wrong, but I still love you. But yeah, Kingsman. Let's do the show.
Let's get into this thing.
Do you want to do the show, or
I would love to do the show.
All right, let's just do. let's get into it.
Kingsman number one.
All right. So as
Matthew Vaughn.
Yes, Matthew Vaughn, who did Kick-Ass. He did X-Men First Class.
Good movie.
Yeah, I liked X-Men First Class. I think it was a good way to kind of restart the X-Men in a way.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it a great movie, but a good movie.
Kick-Ass was unique. It was good. I liked that as well. But yeah, this movie, I love his style. This movie, I think, is all about style.
Yeah.
And, I wouldn't say over substance, because I think it has a good, core to it as well. But yeah, I just love his direction in this movie.
There's a story there, but he doesn't take it too seriously in the audience.
Right.
It's like you know when you're watching it not to take it too seriously.
Right.
It does a good job of portraying that, I think.
Absolutely. And obviously this is actually off a graphic novel, Kingsman is, which I've never read or anything. But yeah, that was interesting to find out.
I didn't know that, but I believe it, as you said.
Yeah, I mean, it totally makes sense. But yeah, it stars Taron Egerton as Eggsy, which this is the first time I ever saw anything of him.
Same
but this guy, this kid, I guess you could say, I think he's the real deal. I think he's got a lot of potential. He did a really good job in this film.
Is he related to Joel Egerton?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe we will. Hey, let us know on Twitter.
Yeah, it's good.
Folks, hey, we're on YouTube, by the way.
Hey, we are on the YouTube. Hey, YouTube.
But yeah, Taron Egerton, I mean, I think he's got a lot of charisma. I was actually, after I saw this movie, he was in talks for the Han Solo movie. I could see that. He's got that.
Kind of looks like the kid that they end up choosing, which I don't even know him either.
Yeah, Alden Ehrenreich or whatever, which...
Was he in something you know?
He was in Hail Caesar.
With George Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney.
Him in that.
Yeah,
that was
he
a
was
weird
like
movie.
Yeah, he was like the cowboy guy. Like he was like the country kid who was played the cowboy. But yeah, he had a funny accent in that movie, but he had like a swagger about him. But anyways, Taron Egerton, I think, had this way about him that I was like, man, I could really see him as Han Solo. So I was really hoping he would be him, but he didn't end up being. But yeah, I thought Taron Egerton was great in this.
Yeah, film. But who can live up to?
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing.
How do you do it? I mean, I don't even know.
Well, that's the thing. We're getting this movie, so you have to pick someone. So if you have to pick someone, who you're going to pick? And I would have enjoyed him. So I mean, you did not like him?
No. I'm saying no. I'm sorry. I was
man.
I was talking about Han Solo. Just to pick someone to fill Harrison Ford's shoes.
I know it's tough.
It's going to be no matter who it is. I'm going to hate it, and then I'm going to watch it, and maybe hopefully I'll learn to like it.
You will. So. Well, I don't know. I've not seen the movie yet, so
I
can't tell you.
Well, so far I've actually liked the spin-offs more than I've liked the marquee movie. Yeah. So I liked Rogue One more than
There's been one spin-off and one movie, but okay,
so far, so I guess, that's what I'm saying.
I guess, yeah, you're right.
I think Rogue One is a superior.
I loved Rogue One.
Superior movie.
Okay.
Episode 7. Right.
I know your feelings in Episode 7.
We'll get into it.
Let's talk about happy things. Let's
talk about a happy thing like Kingsman Secret Service.
Secret Service. But anyways, I really liked Taron Egerton.
Yeah, it was a good cast. Well done.
Absolutely. And then Colin Firth as Harry Hart.
Yeah, I think this movie couldn't have been as good as it was without Colin Firth. And I'm actually surprised that he even agreed to do this movie. He is like the stone that this movie is built on. He gives this movie so much, I don't know what, like respect or credence or whatever it is. It all like seems okay because he's in this movie. Was anyone else, it would seem more stupid than it is. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. He had this way about him. Because he usually picks more like reserved roles. I mean, he was in the King's Speech.
Yeah.
You know, stuttering away.
It's almost shocking in this movie that he's even in it.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think he was perfect for this role, and like you said, I was absolutely surprised that he would pick this kind of role. You know, he's
perfect for it.
Yeah, because it's like kind of almost, you know, a satire spy movie, but not like comedy wise. You know, it even pokes fun at the spy genre a little bit. You know, it even pokes fun that it's actually in a movie. You know,
but
it
it's
kind of
such an
breaks the fourth
original
wall.
film. It's very it does. It breaks fourth wall. You're right. It's still the movie is always it's just unique.
Definitely. But I think Colin Firth, like you said, without him, this movie wouldn't be where it is in my book. And then you had Samuel L. Jackson as Valentine, the villain of the film. I know your your feelings on this. I want to hear from you on Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, I think this was the movie that I decided I didn't like Sam Jackson anymore.
Man, okay.
This one, he is way too much. He's a terrible villain. I don't like it. I mean, we did Django, and I praised him in that.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of him in this movie where he's menacing. And when Sam Jackson is menacing, he's great. In this one, he's just got a strange lisp, and he's not entertaining. He doesn't seem scary at all.
Right.
I don't get it. He wears like strange clothes. He's got like the hat looks weird.
Yeah.
I didn't like him in this movie at all.
I take the clothes and everything is just the style of the movie. When I saw the previews for this movie and Sam Jackson, you heard the lisp a little. I'm just like, whoa, what is this? Like, what's going on? But when I saw it, it kind of worked for me. I didn't. It wasn't anything that memorable, but it didn't bother me too much. I think it worked for what this film is.
That's fine. But for me, I never got over it.
I know for you, and I think you said he's become a character of himself. I think that's the third time we've said that on the show.
We'll keep saying it.
Yes,
but he can pull off great stuff. I don't know. This was the one cast and the one character that I just did not like in this movie.
Right. And then Mark Strong as Marlon. Mark Strong, I like him a lot.
Me too.
He's cool. He's just a cool guy.
I think I first saw him in Syriana.
Oh, yeah. He was in that.
He was like a Jordanian something or other.
Right.
He has this like presence about him, and he usually kind of plays a bad guy, but in this one, he wasn't, obviously. But he has like this sort of Scottish accent. But he's just a great actor. Every time I see him in something, I like just focus on him, and I want to like know what he has to say.
And I just realized I think he was actually the villain in Kick-Ass. So, I mean, obviously Matthew Vaughn, they had a connection there. So he's reusing someone. But yeah, I
like him a lot. He's got a presence.
Yeah, he's got a way about him. And I like he was kind of like a side character and just kind of like the butler type character, and just... he had
a supporting role, but he was crucial in
right.
his own way. And the stuff that he had, he made the most of it. So
yeah,
good by him.
Yeah, I liked his role a lot. And then we actually had Mark Hamill in this movie as the professor.
Who?
Mark Hamill. He's
don't know
young,
who that is.
He's kind of... He was in this old movie in 1977 called Star Wars.
I don't think I know what you're talking about. So what did he play in this movie?
He was a professor.
Oh, okay.
Just had a brief role. He was kidnapped at the beginning.
Well, that doesn't sound very important to me.
No, not so much, but...
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I wish him luck in the future.
Yes.
whatever he does.
Yeah, so there's new actor, or newer to newer audience, Mark Hamill was in the movie as well.
He was actually somewhat normal in this, right? He wasn't just weird guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a little eccentric professor, but maybe that suits him.
Yeah, he does a really good English accent. So
yeah, he was good in it.
He's got that going for him.
Usually when you see him, he's just being strange.
Yeah. I mean, he's the Joker.
Right. The voice of, at least.
Well, still, he's the Joker. And then Michael Caine as Arthur.
Yeah. Was this a Christopher Nolan movie? Because I don't know.
I know.
He doesn't appear unless...
Right, yeah. What movies has he been in lately that is in the Christopher Nolan film? But yeah, I think he
didn't make it into Dunkirk. They could at least have a butler give the soldiers a glass of water or something, maybe. I don't know, but he didn't make it.
Would you lock some water?
And to say
Marco
like
Kane.
right, say like one really important line to someone and to dress them down
Yeah.
and leave. But yeah,
I wonder if he was originally for the Mark Rylance role. The guy driving the boat. Maybe.
yeah. But I'm
I
glad
could
he
see
didn't.
him. Yeah, definitely
Mark
not.
Rylance, but
Yeah, Michael Caine.
I like Kenneth Branagh, but I'm glad that wasn't him either.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
God, Dunkirk was such a great movie.
All right, so Dunkirk. So what I really liked about Dunkirk.
Yeah, right.
Let's just get into that.
Let's just don't even get. Yeah, I'm sorry I even said the word because
Yeah.
it just gets my brain going.
I know, but anyways, Michael Caine. I liked him in this role. I liked that he kind of turned
did what he
into,
does,
into the bad guy, and it was like, oh wow, Michael
Well,
Caine
you're
is a bad
spoiling
guy.
it now, you know.
Oh, sorry, folks. Oh, pump the brakes. If you haven't seen Kingsman, as I always say, pause this, go watch it, turn this back on, and watch it.
Do that.
All right. So yeah, that's. Did I get all the actors, Dave?
I think we got all the important
We got all
ones,
the actors. We got them all. So let's get into our next segment.
which we call Take Six.
Is it Take Six
I don't
or is
know
it
what
Pick
it is.
Six?
Pick Six. I like.
we were toying with that idea. Pick Six.
I like Pick Six. It's the football season.
football season.
We're
Pick
gonna
Six.
pick six.
Pick Six.
And this is what we do. We take six or pick six of our favorite moments of the film, and this is how we sort of walk through it and explain it.
Okay. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right. So number one is kind of sets the tone for the movie. Kind of lets you know what kind of movie this is. I know the beginning did when the Sophia Bortella. Did I get the name right? Sophia.
Hey, Sophia.
Sophia, how are
Hello,
you?
Bortella. I don't know where you're going there.
Sophia Boutella. She's the one with the legs.
Uh-huh.
The legs. I was gonna say, that kind of gives you an idea what the movie is when she slices the guy in half
Yeah.
and he just kind of peels apart.
So was she inspired by that guy who killed his wife, the Blade Runner guy?
Maybe.
I was thinking of that because she's doing that, and then it's like it's weird. She's got these she's like Blade guy,
Yeah.
but then she's got some kind of a sword that. I don't know how that
that's
works.
true. Yeah, and Blade Runner. Do you know there's a movie called Blade Runner coming out soon
No,
with
Is
Ryan Gosling,
it never
Harrison Fard,
harassing.
Harrison.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways,
right.
anyways, the first pick in our pick six.
Pick six.
Pick six is
take.
when it's basically what I'm calling the pub scene.
This is when you first see Colin Firth at his ultimate glory, right? Harry Hart.
Yep, because you'd met Colin Firth a little earlier in the film. You got some background on him. You met Taron Egerton. Taron Egerton, does some things, ends up in jail. Colin Firth gets him out because Taron Egerton's dad was in the Kingsman to begin with.
Right, that's what we see in the opening scene.
Ba-ba-da-ba-doo. You've seen this movie. I don't need to explain it to you. Anyways, the pub scene with Harry. They're sitting having a pint, and then the guys that
Harry's drinking a pint of Guinness.
Pint of
They
Guinness.
start harassing him,
Yep.
and he's like, "Please, let me finish my
Yep.
pint."
let me finish my pint of Guinness.
And then he gets up
specifically says Guinness,
Yeah.
which I enjoy. Go ahead.
Oh no!
No,
and
please.
then he's on his way out,
Yep.
and then they insult him,
Yep.
and he's like, "Manners," and then he bolts the door, and he's like, "Maketh," and he does something else, and he's like, "Man," and he has his umbrella, a great umbrella.
Oh,
right?
I love the umbrella.
He just puts it into a mug and somehow flips it behind him.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, he takes the hook of the umbrella
Yeah, yeah.
and flings the mug at
right to the guy's
face.
face, and then it's ultimate mayhem.
Yep.
He's just kicking ass, and there's no way to explain it. I mean, you know the scene, right? But this, the movie, I will say, if there's one bit of criticism, the movie kind of starts a little slow.
Right.
You don't know really what's going on. It's trying to establish a story, I get, in a universe that's really not like our own, and things are different. This movie is oh man, this is really cool.
Just the way it's filmed.
Yeah.
I love the way the action scenes are filmed in this movie. Like the way, even the Colin Firth's movements, it's just
I don't know how he moved that way.
Yeah,
so,
it's just
yeah.
and it's so stylized, just the camera movements and everything.
Yeah, it's sort of like they changed Matthew Vaughn changes the frame rate.
Right.
So it's not like a blur. It's more like a judder.
Yeah.
It's like but quick.
Right.
So I think he's messing with frame rate there,
Yeah.
doing something. But yeah, Colin Firth, he has his hair like moving, and he's I don't know. He looks like such a badass where you don't expect it from him.
No, exactly.
Because you've seen him where he's so stuffy. And
Right.
and here he is just kicking ass.
You're right. It's I never thought I would see Colin Firth this way.
No.
But yeah, that kind of, like I said, that kind of gives you the idea of what this movie is. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it now. Like,
Right.
this is a fun movie. Like, this is really cool. Love the way it was filmed, and like you said, I liked how it was Colin Firth out of all people who got things going in this movie. And I like how they introduced the weapons they were using. The guy has a knife and he throws this like string electrical thing at his wrist. And electrocutes him.
Some kind of like, I don't know what it was, like not a stun gun, but like a taser.
Yeah,
sort of
something like
thing.
that.
He throws it, and electric, and it gets caught to like the metal post of the bar.
Yep. And then eventually, the guy starts shooting at him, so he opens up
The
his
umbrella,
umbrella
it's
and
bulletproof.
Yep, bulletproof, and plus he can see through the umbrella,
Right.
which I love that touch. He's shooting at him, and then he does the little stun, like you see the gun switch to stun, so he just stuns the guy.
It's like James Bond,
Yeah.
without feel, or at least the modern James Bond, where you feel like there's this heavy weight of the world on this character. This like, I never feel like anything bad's gonna happen. I kind of
Right.
know it. I feel like it's gonna resolve at some point.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
As I'm watching it, I don't feel like there's any big consequence.
Right, yeah, it's just like,
It's just fun.
nothing's gonna happen. Exactly. You don't feel stressed at all. You're just excited. You're
Exactly.
just like, oh yeah, get him.
Yeah.
Um,
The action scenes are so well done.
Oh, absolutely, and yeah, like how he just he gets rid of every guy, just sits back down, finishes his pint. It's like, all right, well, that's it. But yeah, that's, like I said, sets the tone for the whole movie and gives you an idea of what this movie is.
And then at the end, we see this scene mirrored.
Yeah,
by
right.
Eggsy.
Yep, Eggsy at the end.
He
Yep.
comes home after he's saved the world. He goes down. He sees I guess it's his father-in-law. Because they're at this like local pub.
His stepdad.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
stepdad. Why did I say father-in-law? Yeah. It's a stepdad.
You don't know.
Who's like some kind of I don't know. I don't know if he's like a gangster or
Seems like it, maybe
something like that. Just a shady guy who has like henchmen.
because all those guys Colin Firth fought
They work
were
for him.
Like, yeah, work for him. Yeah, I assume he's some sort of gangster. Yeah.
Same idea. He comes back. He's like, "Mom, I've got a house. You're coming with me." And it's the same sort of idea. He's about to walk out, and it's the idea of be a gentleman.
Right.
Manners maketh man. Just and that's great. You violated this code. You can treat my mother like crap, but I'll be damned if you insult me.
Oh, don't go there.
But it does the same thing with the umbrella hook, and that's what it starts. It's
Yep.
like you know what's gonna happen.
Love it.
So it's a great scene and a great callback at the end. You don't, it's good to see it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, so what's our next one in our pick six?
Number 2 is the training, the Kingsman training.
Yep.
There's a few different things that happen. So they bring them in. They're like, this is a super secret thing. You have to like sign your body bags. You could die, which you could. So there's like a few major things when they're in like a dorm underground sort of thing.
Right.
They wake up to just being flooded. They have to figure out what to do. So you get a bit of you actually learn. If you are ever flooded, you can take a tube and stick it in a toilet.
Yep.
And according to Mark Strong's character, if you go beyond the U-bend, you get an unlimited air supply.
That's I haven't checked the science on it.
We'll have to figure that one out. Yeah,
maybe we'll just try it. Just see if we can breathe out of the toilet.
We'll put or maybe we'll put a toilet in like a pool, and then we'll see.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Well, I don't know. We need the piping, but we'll test that one day.
We will let you know.
Yep. On that.
Maybe we'll film it, get some underwater cameras, and put it on YouTube.
YouTube. And Eggsy decides he's going to punch through the two-way mirror, which is great. But
yeah,
they
that's
all
pretty
failed
badass
because you weren't working as a team.
No work as team. Yeah, it was cool. See, I mean that scene. So,
and that
someone you think dies, right?
Right. The girl, I forget her name. And you think, you actually think she drowned because you weren't working as a team, and she died.
Right.
Which we learned she ended up working at the IT department in Berlin, but we learned that much later.
Yeah, much later.
So that was one of the major ones, and the other one was the skydiving scene, which I thought was actually really well done.
Oh, absolutely.
And I hate heights, and you will have to pay if $1 million might not be enough to get me to skydive.
Yeah.
So I get my feet sweating.
$1 million? Really?
It'd be tough.
I mean, I'm terrified of heights as well, but $1 million, I think I'm jumping out of the plane.
I'd have to do it in a way where I have zero control.
Yeah, like where you're strapped to the guy.
And that guy, I don't leave that guy. Yeah. And I close my eyes, and possibly I'm given like 5 Xanax or something.
Yeah.
Wow. Horrible. But that one, I get my feet sweating. I'm nervous, excited. But that's actually a good sign because it's like putting me into it, you know?
Yeah.
That one was pretty intense. They're all told that one of them doesn't have a parachute, and they all bail. But, of course, they all have parachutes. But
Well, and I like that exercise because, it's like, one of you doesn't have a parachute, so you all have to jump out, and then you have to kind of work together, and then you see who the cowards are. They're like, oh, nope, I'm out of here, so they put their parachutes on.
Yeah.
And then you have Eggsy, and, each one slowly does theirs, and then it's left with Eggsy and the chick.
Don't know her name.
Lancelot? No.
Yeah, that was a guy. I don't know.
There was a guy.
Marta? I don't know.
But yeah, anyways, it ends up with them too. Eggsy gets, caught up with her and saves her. Or she saves him because she had the parachute, and then they find out that...
He gets pissed. He's like, well, it's expendable. He assumes he was since hers went, he's like, you're just going to leave me to die? And then Mark Strong just like pulls it.
Right, yeah. Pulls it. So it turns out...
screwing with you.
Yeah, it's screwing with you. Everyone had a parachute.
If it never came to it, you could just pull yours.
Right.
If you were like, we're that desperate.
Absolutely. So I think that was very well done. Kept you suspense. And I liked the play at the end where you see that he has a parachute.
Yeah, so that one. And then there's one more. There was when they assigned the last three to go, I guess, sleep with this...
Yeah,
blonde girl. I don't remember. They're trying to just get information or something. All three of them end up drugged and then tied to these train tracks, where this guy is like, "You need to tell me who the Kingsmen are. Tell me more information." And basically, it's just a way to get you to crack.
Right.
And the one guy, I forget his name. He cracks and says, "But Eggsy and the other girl,
the chick,
that'd be good if we know her name."
No,
she doesn't crack either, so they move on. But that was really well done because that was kind of I wasn't expecting that.
Right. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, because the train tracks like lower, like right where they are at, before the train gets over them.
And then they also give them all puppies, which is part of the training.
They give them all puppies, and that basically leads us into our number 3.
Right. So they're all given these puppies. Each one of them pick it and then train it. That's sort of like, your job is to bring this thing along, to be able to care for something, be responsible, blah, blah, blah. And then once Eggsy he's assuming he's a Kingsman,
right.
Michael Caine says, he brings he had like this ugly looking pug. He says, he gives him a gun and says, shoot the dog.
Yep.
And it's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Like... Why? It's a powerful scene because, or it's just a powerful moment because they're given this puppy. It's actually a lot. I think it's in the books, anyways. I think Game of Thrones had this for the Unsullied, where they gave them dogs and they had to kill them at the end, things like that. Yeah, I think they even had to kill a newborn baby and stuff. But anyways, this game...
You had to go past through like something intense where it would, like, you basically scar yourself emotionally so that you can then, complete your mission because you no longer have a heart.
Right.
Yeah.
And by the way, I think is the girl's name Roxy? Does that sound right?
That sounds
Roxy.
Right.
Okay.
What did I say? Marta? I was way off. I'll take Roxy.
I said Lancelot, so...
Yeah.
Lancelot. But anywho... But yeah, they have to shoot the dog. And
Eggsy just... Cannot do it.
Can't do it?
Can't do it.
Well, because you see this, throughout the film, you see he's got heart. He's got, he's got feelings. He's got a soul. And even when he steals the car at the beginning, he's, going backwards really fast. And he sees a dog, and that is what ends up making him crash.
Right. He wants to avoid
he's trying to avoid the dog.
Right.
So you see, right there, little hidden, hints.
He has he's a sense for innocent life. And the command just makes no sense, really. Why? This poor dog, you're going to make me... he picked it, I raised it, and now it's like fully grown almost, and now you want me to just blow its head off?
Right, yeah.
It's just a moral dilemma, and he does not do it. And then off in the distance, you hear, because the girl...
What's her Roxy?
You hear a gunshot.
Yep.
So she's like,
it's like,
she's got more balls than him, I guess.
She went there. Eggsy refuses to do it right in front of Michael Caine. And
as far as we know, he's kicked out.
Yep, he's donezo.
He's in the black cab. He takes off back to his house.
He gets to Colin Firth's house. Colin Firth, is kind of, upset that he didn't pass that part of the training. And Eggsy's like, dude, like,
yeah, what are you doing? And then Harry Hart's like, well, he never let you shoot an innocent. By the way, come look at my bathroom. Here's Mr. Pickle, who is a stuffed dog. This is what
Mr. Pickle.
It's just this weird thing. And then Eggsy's like, what, you shot it? And he's like, yeah, it was a blank.
Yeah,
that was the point. The gun was loaded with a blank, and he, I guess, the dog later died of pancreatitis.
Yeah.
He stuffed it and put it in his bathroom.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, Eggsy has a heart and everything, but at the same time, all these are tests. So,
but I don't think that excuses it. I mean, you're supposed to just pull the trigger no matter what. I mean, the point is, we never make you do it, but we're going to do everything we can do to make you think that you still should do it.
Right, yeah.
So that doesn't square with me, really.
Yeah,
I mean, we're never actually going to make you do something bad, but you have to actually be willing to do that bad thing.
Right.
So how do you... That doesn't...
They want to basically make it so they want to know that you would do anything for this Kingsman service, if it came down to it.
Right, you're supposed to be this terrible person, but we're just going to try to not let you actually do that.
Yeah.
I don't. To me, I got a problem with that.
Yeah, but I mean,
you either are or you're not.
Right.
We're not going to let you. We're not going to make you, kill an innocent. So therefore, if we're not going to make you do it, then we're not going to ask you to do it.
Right. Yeah.
So,
but they're doing this with young kids. They're. They need to do it at this time because, the kids, they're going to respond to authority. They're going to be like, okay, well, you told me to do it, so I'm going to do it. Or,
that's true.
Things like that. But anyways.
But he's got to be at least in his 20s by then, right? I would think.
Yeah, well, I think it's like 17 years after 97. It's probably 2021.
It seemed like he was a kid that should have been at least in college or have graduated by then, which was kind of like he was doing nothing with his life.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think that was a real cool, powerful scene with the whole shoot the dog stuff. I really enjoyed that. Anything else on that?
No.
All right, so our number 4 is the fitting room scene, which is, kind of cliche with a spy movie or,
a lot of fun.
Kind of movie, but a lot of fun, yeah. So basically, Is this after the shoot the dog scene?
Yeah, this comes afterwards where he's like, I think.
I don't know. But anyways.
He thinks he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in here. Oh, I don't know. Well, and,
we're killing this.
Well, the fact that you questioned me.
No, I'm sorry. I
thought it was, but
I just couldn't let that slide, But yeah, the fitting room scene. Basically, Colin Firth showing,
this is how you become a gentleman.
Yeah,
this is the equipment.
Yep, this is all the equipment, showing him the lighter that's a grenade. You got the knife in the shoe, just all the cool spy stuff.
The ring. That's
ring.
Like if you push it and it's like you can electrocute someone with it. That's great. The shoes. He teaches them about Oxford, not brogues.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Still don't get it.
Yeah. I don't even know what that means. But yeah, just a cool scene. I mean, there's really not much to it, but it's just. Again,
all the guns. It's like all the
right. Yeah, it's
like
an enjoyable. Yeah, exactly. It's an enjoyable spy aspect of the film.
Yeah, you're going into this like secret room where like anything you grab, it's like this insane technology where anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
It's true.
But yeah, it's just fun. Anyways, just a fun scene. Probably the least substance. Take 6 we've had.
It's the most popcorny scene,
it's just cool, Just can see all the stuff. All right, so what's number 5?
The church scene.
Yes.
When they're going to, was it in Kentucky or Tennessee?
Kentucky.
Yep. So this was like a pilot program for Valentine to test out his thing.
Evil plot.
He basically gives the world. Oh, so did we even talk about this? What's going on is
again, if you haven't seen this movie, you should. But yeah, you can give a little recap.
Yeah. So he, the point is, the Mark Hamill character, which we mentioned briefly, he's a professor of climate change, science.
Climate change. Yep.
Something
science.
Like
something.
And the Samuel L. Jackson character Valentine, he's come up with his own way of solving because climate change is going to ruin the Earth. He's come up with his own thing, which we don't know yet. But in the meantime, we know that he has introduced these SIM cards free, which you can install it on your phone. You get free Wi-Fi, free data, free calling, free everything you can do with a mobile device.
Yep.
And the pilot program, as we don't know, is going to happen in this church of these haters who hate all kinds of people that aren't like them. And
oh man,
it's quite the scene.
So Colin Firth gets there, trying to, because he gets wind of this,
to know what's going on.
Yeah, because he has no idea what this SIM card stuff is.
Right. So when it gets activated, your phone puts off some kind of a sound, I guess.
Yep.
Within this app that it has, and it makes everyone basically lose their minds.
Yeah.
You have no inhibitions, and you're completely aggressive.
Yep.
So here we get like the pub scene times 1,000.
Yes. Yes. with pub scene times 1,000 plus Freebird.
Yeah, Freebird. Yeah,
plus Freebird.
Playing Freebird.
We get Freebird in this scene. This scene. I mean, this is one of the most. I don't know. This has to be, I don't know, action scene.
Yeah.
Some type of scene. It's got to be top 5 of all time.
Oh,
I mean,
easily.
This scene is just.
It gave me a smile. I got giddy.
So basically, the sound plays and everyone just goes bananas.
Yeah.
Starts trying to, basically, what I mean by that is they try to kill each other. They're
finding anything they can grab and trying to stab, club, pummel.
Yep.
Impale anyone they can find, punching, whatever.
And the main thing is that because Colin Firth's there, the training he has, the instincts take over, so he's able to totally just annihilate everybody.
He loses his mind as well.
Yep, he loses his mind.
But yeah, he's like a ninja. And
yes.
Something like that.
It's just the scene, again, the way it's filmed, it's similar to the pub scene.
And the same style.
Yeah, same style.
The frame rates.
I just love the way he moves in this, just like the way I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, it's the quick movements he does or what. I don't know if maybe it's even CGI, like maybe his face is like CGI'd onto a stuntman. That probably is the case.
It's possible,
but even so, I mean, it
looks incredible.
Yeah, it looks very cool. It's just like, how is a stuffy guy moving like this? And it's just they're grabbing poles that are in the church. They're
knives,
grabbing it's
whatever.
It's just it's even more ironic than a church. It's supposed to be a peaceful place. It is just total chaos.
Mayhem, yeah.
Yes. So
the thing I like about this, and it reminds me, it almost is like, I might get heck for this or whatever, but this is like,
they're gonna give you heck, man.
Give me hell, so I don't like to heck. This is almost like this eclipses Tarantino.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said,
this is shades of it. This is like what Tarantino, I
don't know, the Kill Bill scene. I mean, you got to compare it to the Kill Bill scene, when she's just going through
hacking away.
Yeah, crazy or what? Anyways, but yeah, it
reminds me of that. But
yeah.
this is, think about Django, where it's just shooting people.
Yeah,
this was not endless. I didn't get bored of it at any point.
Yeah,
it wasn't
because it's so stylized.
Right.
Yeah.
It kept me going, and the music, like you said, playing Freebird, was the end of that song where it's like high paced, and it's following the music. And every scene or every shot is like, it has a purpose. It's not just showing someone like getting a body blown away for no reason or just seeing a hand. You just might see a hand get chopped off, but it's done in such a way where it keeps your attention. You never feel like, oh, this is too much.
Yeah, it's like, all right, get on with it. I think the incorporation of the music helps with that, because you're like, the song and the build up to it. It's like, oh, dang.
Yeah, I think of that production and what actually happened in that room, and then it's squeezed into like this 2-minute pocket of like insanity.
Yeah, and
it all moves where it's supposed to.
Right. Yeah. And I like how because he has the camera on his glasses, so you see parts of that.
For his perspective.
Yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant. So he gets through that, and he they stop playing the music or whatever. Sam Jackson is basically watching the whole thing, and he's like, "What did you do to me? Like, what is this?" And then that's when Sam Jackson's like, "This isn't your typical spy movie," or what is he? Something like that. That's kind of where they break the fourth wall a little.
Right, where I'm going to tell you what to happen, and then you're going to figure out a way to stop me or something like that.
And he's like, "This isn't your typical spy movie." Shoots him right in the eye.
Just pulls out a gun and blows.
Yep.
And or whatever.
As we know, his character is not a violent. He doesn't like
blood.
But that whole scene, so impactful, so memorable. Like this, that makes the whole movie. If it wasn't for the other things as well. But yeah, this totally. I can't even call it over the top because it fits what this movie is.
Great.
Like,
I'm just sitting here with a smile on my face. Yeah. Like you said, of all time. Of all time crazy violent scenes, this has got to be one of the best.
Yeah.
If not the best.
Absolutely. Yeah, because like you said, with Django, you're just like, all right, get on with it. Like, it's just like you're shooting.
Or it's like dragging on.
Yeah, and this is just fun.
This is
a lot of fun.
An incredible scene. It's so, how enjoyable could you have imagined it be to watch people die?
Right, yeah. I was like, wow, all right, he just got his head blown off. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Because there's a guy like over there, so how is he going to get to that guy? Right. Well, he's stabbing this guy, and then he takes a thing, and he actually does get, it's like,
it's just the way he's
choreographed,
dodging things, and then like being on the offensive and then like
So
going
you
back
think that
and
was
forth.
a lot of CGI?
CGI in the fact that I think maybe
Colin Firth?
they CGI'd his face onto the stuntman,
Yeah.
which I know has been done a lot.
Could be, yeah.
Could be, but
I haven't looked into it.
yeah. Either way, it looked great.
It's amazing.
Thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that leads us to our last part of our pick six. It's
Pick 6.
pick six. All right, we're gonna call it pick six. Pick six. That is the heads exploding scene.
Another violent scene.
Another violent scene. Basically, Taron Egerton is infiltrated where Samuel Jackson is having all the world leaders hide out,
Right.
to pass this thing because he's going to initiate it for the whole world so they can all kill each other.
Right. So the idea is the way you solve, I didn't think I said it, the way you solve the climate change problem is you just get rid of a mass amount of population in
Right.
the world. And this
Yep.
way the Earth can heal, blah, blah, blah. Everyone who's in agreement with this, they're world leaders, they're billionaires, these kinds of people.
Right.
They're given an implant in their neck. And basically what that does, going back to the Mark Hamill character, if you talk, they will blow your head off.
Right.
So but everyone's wired to this way. So if you're ever going to give away what the problem or what the what the plan is.
Yeah, what the plan is, yep.
So, but
Yeah.
this also has this has negative consequences.
Yes.
Because this can be hacked into.
Yep, they can be hacked into by our good friend Mark Strong.
Yes.
Marlon, he's able to hack into it because at this point, Taron Egerton, he's cornered. He's got so many of these soldiers coming in at him. He's in this little corridor where this door is, and these guys are coming at him. He's like, hey, Marlon, call my mother. Tell her to lock up, my sister. Tell her to get away. Basically, he's prepared for the end. And then Marlon, says, oh, wait, I got this little trick up my sleeve. And this is what happens.
And their heads are exploding.
Heads exploding, and I love it because it's not blood.
No.
It's not anything. It's like
like
confetti and
like-
fireworks.
exactly.
I love the way they filmed this.
Going through everyone who's in all around the world. Their
Yep.
heads just blowing up.
Yep, and I love the colors of it, the purple smoke
Right.
coming up. It's just such a cool way to do this.
Right,
scene.
no blood. It's just
Yep.
fireworks out of a
Yep.
brain.
Fireworks out of a brain. And I love this
Great.
music in the background. Yeah, just it's just brilliant. I mean, look at this. Just
I love
fireworks everywhere. Just
More
colorful
style,
smoke. Yeah,
more,
style.
technique.
Exactly. Just like that music combined with that style is just perfect way. And it's like, this is the good guys getting away right here with
Yeah.
everyone's heads exploding into fireworks. And I like that guy. That guy right there. His eyes get really big and then he explodes.
The Swedish Prime Minister, yeah.
Yep.
But this is another one where just puts a smile on my face. And this is what this movie did for me like the whole
Yeah,
time. I
yeah.
was just happy. It just,
Absolutely.
It's just enjoyable.
And you have the infamous scene there where the Swedish princess or whatever.
She promised Eggsy a certain...
no, special present.
Special present.
Special present if he saves the world.
It's a fair deal, I would say,
Yeah, and I like how he was cornered there because I mean that at that moment I was like, man, how is he gonna get out of this?
Right.
Like what's gonna happen? And I just love the way they did that because I mean usually they have a satisfying scene where it's like, oh, that's not the good guy got away, but this just added to that the way they just.
It was a great, just way out.
Yeah, a great way out, and it's a great hurrah moment where you genuinely were just excited and just happy that this happened. You're like, yes, all their heads are exploding.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like it's almost like the reverse of the Valentine idea, which is we're gonna get all these elite people, collect them all up, and then we're gonna kill the rest of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But in a way, it'd be better, and I think in real life it actually would be better if we instead killed all the elites. Wouldn't that actually
Right.
make a better world?
Yeah, exactly.
Is to
Yeah.
gather all of these billionaires and people who think that they're going to rule over us and kill all of them.
Yeah,
right?
'cause-
we'd have a much better life.
Because
right?
one of those scenes is at like the round table, like I was
Right.
at the UN or something, or the Doctor Strangelove table.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. This is the war room,
Yeah,
right?
and then they all their heads are exploded.
Don't you think that our world would be better if it was actually those people who were, maybe killed off and gone, right?
Absolutely. Yes. I mean that's
Our so-called rulers who have decided all these things for us without asking us. So,
Yep.
yeah. And
This is a political show.
It was a bit of
this is where we get.
no, but I just like the irony though from the movie, because it was a point of it. The villain wanted to do, the result was the opposite of what the villain wanted, even though it came out in a different way.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean that's basically our 6 favorite moments of the film, the 6 big moments of the film, and
we picked 6.
We picked 6. And what a great film! I mean,
very enjoyable,
freaking fun, and I like how at the end here, yeah, you got the whole world kind of beating each other up. They got the beach scene where people are beating each other up on the beach,
and Rio,
and then Taron Egerton. Like I said, I think he's the real deal. I think he's gonna be something.
Yeah, good actor. I expect to see more of him.
Yeah, I saw him in Eddie the Eagle with Hugh Jackman. He plays he's like Olympic. It's an Olympic movie. He's one of the skiers that do the big jumps. I don't know what it's called. The big ski jumps, long jumps, whatever.
I've had a problem with Hugh Jackman.
Really?
Ever since I saw him it was a Tony Awards. He was dancing in some kind of a white jumpsuit or something.
Oh, interesting.
Ever since then, I could never look at him the
same. Did you see Logan?
I did not.
See that. That's one of the best movies of the year.
Okay.
So, there you go. Anyways, that's our take 6. That is Kingsman, basically. But let's real quick go over our questions we might have for the movie in the segment we call "Who's the Idiot? Me or the movie?"
Yeah, I don't have a lot, but I've got at least one. Why did they capture the Mark Hamill character in the beginning?
Yeah, I have no idea.
They wanted to win him over to his side, but I don't know why it was this big elaborate thing to isolate him in this Argentinian mountain.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, filmmaking point of view, storytelling, it's like, you just want to show
it kicks the narrative off.
Yeah, it kicks the narrative off, it's like, okay, so that's what happens. Yeah, why was he kidnapped? Yeah, I have no idea. Like, especially because since Samuel L. Jackson's the one that came and...
He seemed like he was preaching sort of the same stuff about doom and gloom on the climate, so... It should have only taken just a normal conversation to get him on your side, right?
Yeah.
Other than to make him experience all this weird murderous stuff, and then he's going to join you? Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, that didn't make sense because you didn't do that with anyone else. But, yeah, it's a good question to have. And then the other one, it kind of leads into, that is Samuel L. Jackson's motivations. I didn't really understand what those were. He I obviously to cleanse the earth through and blah blah blah. You're already a billionaire, like you already have everything going for you. Like what?
I think it might just be a pure power play. Yeah. I mean, the climate change stuff was just his way of taking control, and if he's gonna kill a lot of people, he can just maybe he can become the ruler of whatever's left. I
guess. Yeah, since all the people left will know that he did this, and say quote unquote saved them. Yeah. But it just didn't really get that part of it. But
any critiques?
Critiques.
Well, for
me, I guess that would be a critique. Is just the villain,
not knowing the villain,
the villain's motivations were unclear.
Well, I don't think the actor was very good. I don't think the character was really well fleshed out.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, well, I guess part of that. I mean, that's it. I mean, it's not just that it was one Samuel L. Jackson. I don't think he did a great job. I don't know what the character was really supposed to be. Just this lisping guy. It didn't make sense.
Yeah, he was almost like a side character. Like it was just like whatever.
But it'd be nice for this kind of movie to have a scarier bad guy, right?
But I mean,
a worthy adversary.
I
was never afraid of him. Were you?
No, but at the same time, I don't think that if this movie had a scarier villain, it would have kind of taken away from the other stuff, the fun stuff. It's like, oh, people are all focused on this, great bad guy. It's like, oh, what a great bad guy, and you just kind of push aside the other stuff. I think this kind of movie needs more of almost like a comical bad guy, because this movie doesn't take itself serious.
That's true.
So I don't think it needs like that great villain,
Well, it could have been okay, but he didn't play anything for laughs. So maybe a villain that was, if you're not going to take yourself seriously, instead of just being just ridiculous and absurd, maybe someone that can be maybe a little humorous unintentionally.
Yeah, that's true.
And they didn't do that.
Yeah, he was never really funny.
No, he wasn't, right?
I think that maybe they tried a little, but I didn't laugh really.
Didn't work at all, if that was at all the intent.
That's true. But
the other thing I'll say, it was a little slow in the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning.
The
was
best
a little
parts
slow.
of the movie happened in the last half, in the first half.
Definitely, yeah. You had the church scene, you had the heads exploding, the fitting room.
That's almost all towards the end.
And the shoot the dog, I think, even was more towards the end too.
Yeah, so this thing kind of moves a little bit slower in the opening.
But he did build up to it. But I can see that. But I can't wait to see the second one. Overall,
me too.
Amazing film.
Yeah.
It took me by surprise when I saw the trailers. I was just like, whatever, another action movie, whatever. Then I heard the buzz. buzz about it. So I was late to this movie.
So was I.
Yeah,
I didn't see it in the theater.
Yeah, heard the buzz about it. I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. And wow, such a great movie. But our rating system. We rated on a scale of popcorn. Basically, it's entertainment value, and then stars. Basically, it's overall cinema value.
Yeah.
What do you got for a rating?
So I'm gonna go 4.5 buckets of popcorn and 2 stars. I think this was a highly entertaining movie. There's not much behind it.
Yeah.
But still was good. I really, I mean, I would say comparing it to Tarantino stuff. I mean, if you're looking for just a shoot 'em up, just any kind of spy, it combines it's a very original film.
Yeah, absolutely.
So entertaining. I loved it. Like I said, I had a smile on my face. So
yeah, it made me smile the whole time. I have 4 3/4 buckets of popcorn. 4.75 buckets of popcorn.
Honestly, I did not agree to quarters.
Okay, fine. No, 4.75.
Oh wow! Yeah, well, it's worthy. I mean, This is a highly entertaining film,
and I give it 3 stars.
Okay,
3 stars. I liked the storytelling. I liked the whole airplane stuff, the dog stuff, the I don't know, just the originality of it.
I think if you gave me a villain that I could like or hate even a little more, I could see that.
Yeah,
the Sam Jackson character just absolutely fails to me.
Yeah, see, I don't get that. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't memorable to me, but
Right.
he didn't ruin it, or
I mean, if I saw like I don't know, I'm just throwing a name out, like a Kevin Spacey type of guy, or just something different,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out in the second one. Julianne Moore is the villain in that one, so.
Well, that's not that promising.
Sorry, man. But yeah, that is our show.
That is Kingsman.
That is Kingsman. See it, watch it, enjoy it, because it is great.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it was
very
great,
entertaining.
and it was great to be doing this show again.
Great
I needed this.
Back. Yeah.
This is therapeutic for me, man. Therapeutic.
There's a part of me missing without doing the show.
I enjoy this, bro.
That's great.
But yeah, it was great to be back. Great to be doing the show. We'll be more active on Twitter, hopefully soon. And check us out on Twitter at BlockbusterCast. Check us out on YouTube. Hey, that's me pointing at the camera.
And I'm at Dave_Quist.
I am at BCcord on Twitter. So yeah, be sure to give us a follow. And we appreciate you folks listening. Let us know what you think.
Love you all.
Give us suggestions. What movies do you want us to dive deep into, and give our 6 favorite moments of that film. All right, folks. Well, that is it for Davo. I'm Ben Secord, and as always, grab some popcorn, grab some snacks. We'll catch you guys
At the movies.
at the movies.